Welcome back to the channel. Today we are listing the top 10 red flags in Meghan Markle we shouldn't have ignored. Starting off with number 10, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle may seem like a power couple considering they have stood strong despite the many issues they've had within the royal family. However, the royal family not feeling good about Harry's girl has to be a red flag. CEO of Exclusive Matching, Suzanne Trombetti, said, "When everyone in your family raises objections about the person you are with, you need to pay attention. These are red flags. When no one seems to like your partner, you should take this into account." Trombetti added that she thinks Prince Harry seems emotionally immature and therefore subject to being led. Although he may have wanted to leave the royal family for years, he only acted on it after meeting Meghan and feeling the need to protect his family. The matchmaker went on to say that Prince Harry may feel the need to save Meghan because he couldn't save his mother, Princess Diana. The negative feelings around the royal family just leaves them stuck in a maze. This seems to be the core dynamic and new basis for their relationship, the expert stated, adding that Prince Harry and Meghan are codependent. On to number 9, when Netflix released Harry and Meghan, Prince Harry and Meghan detailed the early days of their relationship, including their first date and their trip to Botswana, after only meeting twice. The former Suits star then described how the formality of the royal family was surprising and that while they were originally impressed with her acting career, it later became a problem. Prince Harry and Meghan remained strong together after a miscarriage in 2020, which they blamed on the stress of constant bad press. When they attended Queen Elizabeth's funeral in September, Prince Harry made sure his wife was comfortable with lots of reassuring gestures. However, although it appears that nothing will come between the loving couple, an expert shared her thoughts on possible issues in Prince Harry and Meghan's relationship. On to number 8, despite the royal family's take, Prince Harry and Meghan have attested to their seemingly fairy tale romance. In a 2018 interview with BBC, the couple sat down to talk about the origins of their relationship. However, thoughts about Harry and Meghan's possibly codependent relationship have become a trending topic on Twitter, especially following the release of Harry and Meghan. One user tweeted in part, "They have the most unhealthy codependent relationship I've ever seen." Another person wrote, "I suspect Harry has been literally transformed by what he believes in his intense love for Meghan," adding that he's completely codependent on her. Whatever happened to not believing everything you read online? So what will come of Harry and Meghan's future together? Even though we don't know the couple personally, do we think the relationship is based on codependency? Or is this just another case of people trying to determine their relationship with limited information? Number 7, how did the late Queen Elizabeth feel about his grandson's wife? Queen Liz once said that he was too in love with Meghan. In the royal biography Elizabeth: An Intimate Portrait, author Giles Brandreth wrote that Queen Elizabeth II was truly delighted when she was informed that Harry and Meghan were tying the knot. However, one excerpt noted that she was under the impression that Harry was perhaps a little over in love with Meghan. Brandreth wrote, "This was as far as she came, to my knowledge, at least, to ever uttering a word against the new Duchess of Sussex." Was Queen Elizabeth implying that the couple's intense love was actually a red flag? Prince Harry is known to be close with his grandmother, and he may have taken that into account when he was considering being with Meg. And it seems like a lot of his other family was not necessarily thrilled with his decision to tie the knot with her either, but again, who knows? Number 6, there have been a few things behind the scenes that have made us raise our eyebrows. Whether much of these dished details pertaining to the Duchess are true, fabricated, or sensationalized, there's no denying that these shady stories certainly get people talking. In 2017, for instance, the Daily Mail pushed the limits of its Markle story quota by conducting some manner of a genealogical investigation into the alleged shared ancestry of Harry and his wife. They discovered that the two are cousins dating back to the 15th century. The connection is said to be on Markle's father's side, but it's 15 generations back, so there's no need to worry about family dinners getting more awkward over the holidays. Not that it would have been the first time that someone in the royal family had married a suitor with the same genes, distant or otherwise, since this has happened quite a bit in the royal family tree. Still, there's plenty of digging to be done in the present concerning the shady side of the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle. Counting down to number 5, we've heard a lot about Meghan Markle's hopes and dreams over the past few months, but what about Prince Harry? Do we even know the most basic details of his career aspirations? None of that matters because it's all about Meghan. After they left the royal family, the conversation has been dominated by Meghan's triumphant return to Hollywood. Only recently has the story begun to shift, not away from her, but toward her pivot into social justice activism. We've even seen Harry embarrassingly try to discredit his own family to further Meghan's social cause. Only until recently, when Harry's memoir dropped, did he start getting attention for what he's been telling. The tell-all memoir was something the royal family was very offended by, but it was Harry's way of expressing himself. On to number 4, well, we spoke about how the Queen did not really like Meghan, but that isn't even all. Harry's brother Prince William allegedly absolutely hates his brother Prince Harry's wife, Meghan, which was shared by a friend of his own wife, Kate Middleton. In an interview, an unnamed friend of the Princess of Wales shared how Prince William dislikes Meghan and blames her for his falling out with Prince Harry. The family blames Meghan for it all. Sounds like a huge disaster. The brothers were known to have an incredible bond, and when Meghan came along, everyone warned Prince Harry off her, but he wouldn't listen, and she just ripped him away. The bond is completely gone, and their docuseries is just the latest betrayal. William really hates both of them now, the friend further stated. It's really toxic and destructive for all of them. At the end of the day, they are a family, and their whole family allegedly has been ruined by Meghan alone. You can't imagine how bad it really is. The comments come just as Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Netflix docuseries Harry and Meghan released on December 8th of last year, making headlines with their comments about the royals. Clearly, the family is upset from whatever the couple has been spilling about them in the past interviews and now the docuseries. But it is interesting to think about how Harry never thought to expose the royal family this way until he got with Meghan. Is Meghan contributing in getting Harry to expose his family's drama? On the other hand, Harry is a grown man and is able to make decisions for himself. But it's important to note that his whole family shares the same sentiment about Meghan. But speaking of family, Meghan does not have the best family ties either. Her relationship with her father was a hot topic in the run-up to her wedding. Her husband-to-be inadvertently caused a stink when he said of the Windsors to BBC Radio 4, "It's the family that I suppose she's never had." Prince Harry's comment hurt the Markles, who hit back, "She's had a really good family." Half-brother Thomas Markle Jr. claimed, "We were as close as we could be." So the question is, why did Harry say that? On to number 3, apparently Meghan always wanted one thing in life, and that's to become a member of the British royal family. Now, she's never actually confirmed that, but her friends say that she's always had a fascination with the royals. According to some sources, this was all a part of Meghan's plan. She's wanted to be a princess since she was a teenager. But then again, what girl doesn't? Her old pal once said she was always fascinated by the royal family. She wants to be Princess Diana 2.0. She will play her role ably, but my advice to him is to tread cautiously. I'm not shocked at all. It's like she has been planning this all her life. She gets exactly what she wants, and Harry has fallen for her play. Talk about an awful friend for outing Meghan like that, right? Prince Harry has been called an unintelligent man who has been brainwashed by his wife Meghan into a rift with the royal family, according to a royal author. Talking to SiriusXM recently, royal expert Tom Bower made the sensational comments against the Duke and Duchess of Sussex ahead of the release of Prince Harry's bombshell memoir and the couple's Netflix docuseries. He thinks he has been badly treated, but there is no doubt they are a great threat to the royal family, Bower continued. Harry is a very complicated, depressed, unintelligent man, ouch, who is seeking a role and really has nobody on whom he could rely, which in the end is where Meghan stepped in. A needy man met a woman who helped him with his needs. The author also claimed that Prince Harry and Meghan were left angry as ever after allegedly being snubbed by the royals at Queen Elizabeth's funeral in September last year. And finally, number 1, experts warn Prince Harry's newly formed and deeply damaging anti-royal beliefs are being peddled by Meghan Markle. Royal author Tom Bower made this claim while speaking to American journalist Megyn Kelly. He started by branding the American very clever and added, "Don't think for a moment that she's not convincing quite a lot of people, especially in America, Africa, and the Caribbean and elsewhere, that somehow she was thrown to the wolves." Of course, that's completely untrue. During the course of this interview, Mr. Bower also questioned the they in Meghan Markle's claims about being fed to the wolves and asked who is they, who actually threw them to the wolves, who actually was not prepared to tell the truth on their behalf. At this point in the chat, Miss Kelly chimed in and claimed that she thinks they already telegraphed they is the royal family. In the first 3 episodes, Harry comes out and says there's the leaking of stories, meaning by the palace, and also the planting of stories. And he is absolutely getting ready to say in these next 3 episodes that the palace and its staffers, courtiers, whatever, were planning negative stories on him and her. That's what I think Meghan means clearly by "they threw me to the wolves." But anyway, that's all for today's tea on Harry and Meghan. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more royal drama and other juicy news on other rich people. Until then, I'll catch you next time on The Rich Life.